guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are well. Can you guys hear that? I really hope you can't. Anyway, I hope you guys are well and subscribed. Now, before we get into today's video, I would just like to thank you guys for helping me reach 5,000 subscribers. Boop, 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 boop. What an amazing start to this new year. I really cannot express how grateful I am, because I literally had to build this channel from 0 subscribers, but we're not going to get into that right now. Thank you guys very, very much. Your support does not go unnoticed. Now anyway, as you guys can see by the title of today's video, I am here as a fairy godmother because I know what season it is right now. People are looking for accommodations, mostly student accommodations, and this is mostly first year students. Not all first year students, because I've been getting DMs ever since my last video, my Let's Go Res Hunting video. People have been DMing me, hey, I'm going to be doing my first year. I'm going to be going to UJ. I'm going to go to UP, wherever. Can you please help me find student accommodation? And now I'm here to help all of you guys, because it did become clear to me that the previous video was for not necessarily for me only, but that's what I wanted. You know, other people have tighter budgets, others don't have a budget, they're just willing to go with the flow. Others are going to UP, others are going to UCT, UWC, and whatever. And my followers on Instagram are literally from all over the country, so I'm here to help all of you guys all at once. So this is for any student anywhere in the country, whether you're in Cape Town, Pretoria, Johannesburg, Midrand, KZN. And I was like, how am I going to do it? Because I can't make a million different videos and I can't make an hour-long video. So I need something that's not limited to only Johannesburg students, Pretoria students, something that includes everyone, something that's not too difficult. And then I remembered a site that I used last year when I was doing my first year looking for accommodation. And honestly, I like to think of this site as an Airbnb for students. This site is called DigsConnect. This is this is currently the largest, biggest student accommodation marketplace in South Africa, which has helped connect over 50,000 people in the last 3 years in finding their perfect accommodation. When I tell you guys that this site helped me last year when I was literally about to leave but with no accommodation, because it's one thing to go on Google and say student accommodations in Johannesburg. They're going to show you some in Bloemfontein, some in Soweto, some in Midrand, some way above your budget, something that you're not looking for. It's really hard going that route, and this is what DigsConnect has fixed. It is the most simple way of finding a student accommodation anywhere in the country. So now let's say, for example, I am, well, not for example, a WITS student. I'm going to go on their site and then enter University of the Witwatersrand, because you can say Johannesburg, but if I say Johannesburg, then it's going to give me literally the whole of Joburg, right? So I want it to be specific to WITS, so it presents, or I don't know, it shows me places that are closest to WITS, right? So we're going to write University of the Witwatersrand here, so it's going to give me University of the Witwatersrand. Oh my goodness, Witwatersrand. They gotta run. I sound like, anyway. So, and then I click on the filter so I can adjust my budget just to make it more specific, so that I spend less time looking for, you know, my desired student accommodation or apartment. So let's say my budget is 5,000 rands. I put 5,000 rand on the filter thingy. I specify if I want to share a bedroom, if I want to share a bathroom, share an apartment. Don't see the price and then jump, because most of the time, well, not most of the time, sometimes there are hidden costs, right? So you need to check if there's Wi-Fi and if it's free, if it's something that you're worried about. But as a student, these are things that you really should be looking out for. Like, also, I'm getting distracted. back to what I was saying, right? Informations tab, it's going to tell you electricity, is it included or is it an extra cost, you know, things like that. Laundry room, are you paying for the laundry room, or whatever. But back to what I was saying, you need to focus on as a student, you need to focus on finding an accommodation that's very student friendly. For example, like if you're gonna want to get an apartment that's not a student accommodation, you need to consider the fact that the noise levels might be high. Even during exam season, there might not be a study area, you know. Things like that are very, very useful when you're a student. They just make it feel more homely. You know, there are other students around, people who get you, not families, and you know, so once you find a listing that you feel like is perfect for you, you have to fill in a short booking inquiry form. This is a way for DigsConnect to connect you with the landlord. And the landlord, upon the submission of your inquiry form, the landlord has to get back to you within 48 hours. If they don't, then they cancel your inquiry, because DigsConnect is all about fast replies. They understand that now is the time to be looking for accommodations. People are going crazy, people are running all over the place, they're stressed, they're accepted. So please do make sure that you use this opportunity. I'm literally giving you guys a secret. I'm always giving you guys secrets. Please use this to your advantage and go to DigsConnect as soon as possible. Look for a place, you know where you want to go, you know where you got provisional acceptance. Because let me tell you guys, what I went through with this last year, I decided to book late, and I was sort of like, because most places were fully booked, so it wasn't a bad place, but it's not what I wanted.
So this is just to show you guys how to work around DigsConnect. This is me looking for student accommodation in Hatfield as a UP student. Wink wink. So I went through them, clicked on the filter, adjusted my budget to 8,200, I think. Yes, and then I wanted the place to be furnished for the convenience, obviously. And then I selected the NSFAS accredited thing, and I said I specifically want a student accommodation. There were only 3 listings, so there they were. I was like, okay, let's see. Went back to the other one. Oh, it's 4 listings, I think. Clicked on it, browsed through the pictures. This step is very important, where you go through the pictures and the information that's provided there. There we go. And yeah, this is just the general information that you need to pay attention to. See, it tells you about the location. There's the map thingy that I was talking about. Hey, what did I miss it? Oh, and then yeah, it just tells you more about the place. Down to the map, playing around with it, even though it told me that it's 4 minutes away from the main campus. Yeah, that's me playing around with it. And then the additional costs tab or section or whatever, it's very important. And this place offers, it just gives you everything, and it tells you preferred tenants, because some want postgrad students only, some want undergrad students only. And this was about it.
Please go on DigsConnect right now. I'm going to put the link to their site in my description box. There are no charges. The only thing that you will pay for is the booking fee once you find a place that you want, if they do require a booking fee. But as far as DigsConnect goes, you do not pay for anything. Please use this opportunity, guys. Once the matrics get their results, I'm speaking from experience, you are going to struggle finding an accommodation, whether you're in Joburg, Cape Town, Midrand, Pretoria, UKZN, wherever. Please start now. It would not hurt to book the place, at least the one place right now where you feel like, okay, I got a provisional acceptance last year at WITS. Even though I want to go to UCT, just to be safe, you know? And the other nice thing about DigsConnect is on every listing, there's a little map thingy, whatever they call it. There's a map thing there where you pick your institution and it shows you both the walking distance and driving distance from the property to the institution. Second last thing, right? This is one of my favorite things about the website, is that there's a Find a Digs page. That's what it's called, yes. Find a Digs page. This is where you go to add an alert if you don't find the place that you are in love with, the place that just makes you drop dead. This is where you go, you add an alert, and then once a property that meets your requirements is put as a listing, they will send you an email or a link via email to view that listing. Last but not least, the DigsConnect has partnered up with most private colleges and a few public universities to help bring students a selection of options closer to their campuses. I'm going to try to remember some of the private colleges that they partnered up with. There's ABDA, Rosebank College, VC, which is Varsity College, and I will insert a thing here, a screen recording with all the colleges and universities that they've partnered up with. Should be here, hopefully there. So we have reached the end of today's video. I really hope that this was informative and helpful to any student, not just first year students. This should be your best friend as a student, whether you're doing your second year, your third year, or whatever. DigsConnect is the place to go if you're looking for a student accommodation. From now on, before I end off this video, the only inquiries I will be taking in my DMs about accommodations and whatever are how to use DigsConnect. Anything other than that, I give it in because I was here to help you guys. I'm joking, but I will refer you to DigsConnect. Should you forget for some odd reason, I will remind you about DigsConnect and then help you through it should you come across any challenges. But for today, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share to your student friends, especially the ones who are going to be doing their first year this year.